The top 10 crime-ridden countries of the world. India doesn't feature, and I'd be horrified if it did, frankly. This, again, is supposedly the world's largest democracy. It would be shameful if it did. But unfortunately, these statistics that are collated here, they are sort of very wrapped up in a very sort of summary manner. And of course, primarily the nations that are on that list tend to be smaller nations where, again, it's very when the rule of law sort of breaks down, the per capita crime rate does rise very quickly, and it's very easy to drop into these. Of course, India is a very different animal. 1.4 billion population. Yeah, of course, it would have to be almost unenterable if it was in that list with the absolute number of crimes in absolute terms. But one of the reasons is the categories of crime. These nations are well known for high rates of murders and kidnappings, abductions, etc. I mean, Venezuela, Peru, all the sort of the well-known suspects, Haiti, etc. But of course, if you look at India at specific crime categories, India sadly does lead the world in many of these categories, and particularly sexual assaults against women, crimes against women. It is these crimes against women, and particularly women of the lower caste. Now, the problem with India is that it tends not to report a lot of its crimes because a lot of the crimes are perpetuated against individuals, and particularly women in the lower caste, the Dalits primarily. And of course, if you're a Dalit woman, you're raped or attacked or sexually assaulted, it's unlikely that you will even report that crime because you know full well that you go to the police station, you're not going to be taken seriously. You're going to be dismissed because, of course, sadly, the caste system is this structural straitjacket that ensures that the vast majority of the population who sit in those lower castes do not get a fair hearing, legally speaking. But ultimately, it needs to do a little bit of introspection and look at the state of crime in India.